212, page 212, Patala Sutta, the discourse on the bottomless abyss. This is in the ocean, deep in the ocean. S36.4 is also found in the Chinese suttas, on the symbolic nature of hell. All right. Okay, the Buddha straight away starts talking. Says, Bhikshus, when the uninstructed ordinary person makes the statement, in the great ocean there is a bottomless pit, patala, he makes such a statement about something that is non-existent and false. All right? We know today there is no bottomless pit in the ocean. The ocean all has got some kind of bottom. Then this bottomless abyss, bhikshus, is rather a destination, just a name for painful bodily suffering. This is very important. Note this. When we talk about bottomless hell or abyss means something, this valley or this hole got no bottom. It's just a name for suffering. Our human suffering, like bodily feelings. When the uninstructed ordinary person is touched by a painful bodily feeling, he sorrows, grieves, laments, beats his breast, and falls into confusion. This is called an uninstructed ordinary person who has not risen up from the bottomless abyss, one who has not gained solid ground. So it's just a way of talking. Someone who is ignorant suffers. That person is said to have fallen into hell. It's just a way of talking because of his ignorance. Okay? So hell is a mental suffering, mental state. You hear all those stories, those hell beings, they get killed, they get tortured in so many ways, but they don't die. If they have a body, first poke of the spear, they would have died already. So these are mental states. They imagine, wow, it's like this kind of suffering. So when you talk about all this suffering in stories, that's how you see them. Okay? So they are not real places. But here again, we have to be careful, because modern people like to say, oh, hell doesn't exist. Oh, I'm sorry for them, because one day they'll feel those pain and suffering. You feel so terrible, because something wrong you have done, it comes to you. That is hell. It's a mental state. The worst kind of hell are the things you fear most. They come to you. That is hell. So these are thoughts. So how do you prevent it? You must cultivate your mind. If you think happy thoughts, loving kindness, there's no chance these negative thoughts can come to you. Even if you feel depressed, you feel sad because of past karma, you know all these practices, you quickly come out of it. You come out of the suffering. Okay? How do you suppose all those teachers, they can talk Dharma almost every day, day in, day out, talk about Dharma, as if they got no problems, All these teachers have problems. They are young monks who don't keep the rules, or monks quarreling, causing trouble, other people criticizing them, and they have to deal with all these things. But they know how to set aside all these things. They don't let these problems trouble them. They solve the problem right there and then, or they live the problem there and then. And when they talk Dharma, they just talk Dharma. They're very happy. They don't share their suffering with you. Right? So we also must cultivate like that. Learn to let go and leave the suffering where it comes from. Leave it there. We don't bring outside fire in. Right? Leave outside fire out. If a house is burning, you don't bring the fire into your house. Very stupid, isn't it? You leave it there. Let it burn. You don't want to bring the fire into your own homes. So that's the meaning. Okay, now we come to the sixth, last part here. But bhikshus, when the instructed noble disciple is touched by a painful bodily feeling, he does not sorrow, nor grieve, nor lament, nor weep, nor beat his breast, nor fall into confusion. This is called an instructed noble person who has risen from the bottomless abyss, who has gained solid ground. Okay. Oh, here, this instructed noble disciple also, he can be an ordinary person, but he is not troubled. So you see pain as pain, and you show loving kindness, compassion, then you're not troubled by the pain. So there is pain, there is suffering. So there's a saying, pain is natural, suffering is optional. You don't have to suffer, right? Let's say, if I were to fall down, well, I can curse the floor, or better still, remove the floor, so there's no floor, it's a big hole there. Now what's going to happen? Stupid, isn't it? It's nothing to do with the floor. Maybe I was careless and so on. So, okay, you fall down, your body feels pain. That's the way your body protects you, by feeling pain. But your mind doesn't scold the floor. Your mind doesn't get people. You don't go around scolding other people because you fell down. That is stupid, right? In other words, you have two kinds of pain: bodily pain, mental pain. Although my body may be sick, my mind will not be sick. Don't let the body pain go to the mental level. Don't think too much about it. See it as it is, let it go. There's another kind, of course, mental pain also is real. Mental pain in the sense that, let's say somebody scold you, your boss scold you, you cannot answer back, or you're very angry inside, but wow, you cannot show it, right? So what do? You go to your 10 very close friends, where you tell the story in detail to 10 people, very angry, So how many times do you suffer? 11 times. 10 times you tell the story, plus one more time you suffer. That is not very clever, isn't it? Right? So, when the Buddha said, don't bring outside fire in, he said, why? Leave all this rubbish in the office, why you want to bring it all the way? Then you're going to suffer. Forget about it, right? And you get up in the morning, first thing is smile. Wow, I'm alive, very happy. You don't get up in the morning, first thing you think is about traffic jam. Next, you think about your unhappy boss. I mean, you're going to pay for that if you behave like that. You're going to go old faster, you're going to get very stressful and so on. It's not worth it. For all you know, you get up in the morning, you think negative thoughts, you go into your normal, vehicle, there's no jam. And you go to the office, your boss is happy that day. Then you say, what am I thinking? All the negative thoughts, right? So don't bring inside fire out. Okay, so be happy that you have a bed to sleep on. Sleep happily, wake happily. That's another saying we like to say among meditators. Sleep happily, wake happily. All right, so here the Buddha says this wise disciple has got a ground to stand on and does not fall through. And then the sutta finishes with 2 verses. One who endures not painful feelings that have arisen, bodily feeling that take away life, who tremble at their touch, who weep and wail, who weeps and wails, and who is weak, of little strength, he has not risen up from the bottomless abyss, nor has he gained solid ground. Right? So the Buddha said, it's all in the mind, don't suffer. If you suffer like that, then you are in hell. But one who endures them, endure, be patient, be strong. The painful feelings that have arisen, bodily feelings then that take away life, who tremble not at their touch, he has risen up from the bottomless abyss. He has gained solid ground too, right? So be strong, be calm, take your medicine, do your exercise, eat healthy food, healthy diet, and so on. Then you're happy, you see? So this is we're talking about happy mind in happy body, healthy mind in healthy body. All right? So there you are. These are all happy teachings. Okay, any questions or anything you want me to answer? Yes. Sure.
People got the mindfulness of thinking that somebody talking to them or the four people talking to them in the body.
Oh, you mean they hear voices?
They can hear the voices.
Oh.
How they create this type is they also create.
Of course.
Is the way go to hell really?
Okay, this one. Remember, when you say go to hell, it's just like a cinema way of talking, not real. Okay. Of course, people will tell you, "Oh, I've seen this." That's because they've been thinking about it since they're children, you know.
How do you get rid of this thing?
Yeah, I'll come to that. So even now, this is the seventh moon. You hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I can see all these pretas on the roadside." You know, I know a couple of people who say that, but you and I don't see. Yep. So, yeah. So you see, this is the problem. You see, if you can see, I can't see. Something's wrong. You see, that means it's not something to do with the eyes. You know what I mean? I can see. This person can see. So it's not to do with the eyes. It's with the mind. So I mean, usually this kind of people, they have a lot of guilt. Something wrong. No, something wrong they did in the past. They did not tell anyone. They didn't solve that problem, you know. So they have guilt. They feel bad. So then they become very holy, you know. Some of them like to wear white. Some of them will say, "Oh, I keep seeing Kuan Yin like that," because they are guilty. They become over holy. So that's not good also. That extreme, see. So any kind of extreme behavior means they are troubled by something. I'm not saying they are mad. They are troubled by something. So that's why it's good to know Buddhism. If you understand your mind, you say, "Oh, I don't really see Kuan Yin. All these are in my mind because in my culture we always talk about Kuan Yin, you know. So you see Kuan Yin. I mean, if you see some other figure, that'd be interesting, you know, right? So it's mind-made. Remember, mind-made. Huh? So okay, coming back to these voices, even right now in our minds, right now here, there are many voices. You know, a lot of memories. Our mind is very busy, thinking about this, thinking about that. But we can focus. We can decide. Oh, I only want to hear. Not right now, I only hear Piya's voice, not others' voices in your head. You can decide where to direct your mind. But these people, all the volumes are turned on loud at the same time, so they don't know which one to deal with. They feel like everyone's talking, or sometimes one of them becomes dominant. And this is schizophrenia already. So they take the voices seriously. They're like children, you see, who hear frightening sound, they get frightened. Instead of saying, "Oh, it's just a sound, let's find out what it is." Okay? So the psychiatrist will explain to you, it's just a voice in the head. You must watch this movie called Beautiful Mind. How this professor, this scholar, he deal with it, he overcome it, you see. And in fact, at the end of the story, he see himself there. He saw it, but he knows, "Oh, that's not real." You know? So that's why in Buddhism we say, all these are mind-made. So if you have this kind of training, you hear the voices, you say, "Oh, this is not real." You see? But imagine you come from a culture, we say, "Oh, there are demons, they tell you to do this, they tell you to do that." It's more likely you will say, "Wow, these are demons, you know, and they're telling me to do this, to do that. I can see all this." So there you are, because of the culture telling all these stories, you know. Then the stories, they see as real in their head. Our mind plays the most tricks on us. Remember, they're all mind-made. Sometimes you drive a car on a hot day, you see far away like the road is rising up like that. It's called mirage. In the desert, sometimes you can see like there is water, you know, an oasis, or even a city far away. And they go there, but wrong way. There's nothing there. It's called mirage. Now, remember, mirage are real. You see them, you know. Everybody can see it. But there's nothing there. So these are mirages of voice in our heads. So if the person knows this, "Oh, these are just voices, I'm letting go, I'm not going to listen to the voice. I'm only going to hear my voice. I'm going to hear your voice, but not this mental voices." Because so many of them, these are just past thoughts coming back, all these things I like, things I didn't like, past karma, if you like, they're coming back. So just let go, let go. So letting go is another very important teaching we must follow.
So he himself can do it by himself.
He can.
Outsider cannot help him.
Outsider keep on telling him. You keep on telling him, say, these voices are mind-made. They are not real. They are mind-made. Let go of them. You can encourage them, help them. The doctors will probably prescribe them some pills to maybe weaken those spark plugs a bit, which activate all these thoughts, and then you help them. So you have doctor give them one kind of help, and you give support. And then many of them cannot meditate straight away, but if they take medicine plus meditation, yes, it will help them.
Plus people surrounding support them.
Yeah, and don't tell more stories to them and frighten them.
Thank you.
Okay? Yeah, okay, very good.
I think this is conditioning.
Yeah, conditioning, exactly.
I look at the daughter and the husband. To put the baby in the room, prepare her to sleep alone in the room, switch off the light, close the door.
Oh.
And I said, why do you do that? The child, so no, we have to train her, teach her not to fear darkness. Initially, a bit of difficulty getting to sleep. After that, okay. So I think it makes a lot of sense that things are due to conditioning. You are conditioned to.
Now, once the child knows that you care for her, that you love her, they sleep easily. Dark or bright, no problem. Like my children, totally dark room. They're quite happy sleeping. So the idea is sleep happily. Remember, Buddhists will sleep happily, wake happily. Yeah. Okay. On that note, we can stop, huh? Okay. Sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Today is our last lesson, so we close with a special dedication of merit, and also 7 moon. Got to think about ancestors also. Now we have completed this volume 3. Been coming here diligently. We have patiently sit down and listen. We have come together happily, with a good heart, with joy, with a lot of nice food, and we've come here in friendship. We have made a lot of sacrifices coming here. We start our study by reciting the precepts, and then we keep the precepts throughout this lesson. And then we are curious. We want to study. This also is a good attitude, a good mind. These are all wonderful good karma. We have ourselves created all this very good karma. And this is how we purify ourselves, by our own action. We educate ourselves, we calm ourselves. We think happy and beautiful things by all this good karma. May we be blessed with the courage and wisdom to understand the nature of stream winning, to aspire to attain at least stream winning in this life itself. And also we send out our loving kindness to all our loved ones, that they may be well and happy. And today, let us, especially together, send our loving kindness, direct our loving kindness to Brother Lo, who's going for his operation on Thursday. That he be well and happy, recover quickly. He's under good care, but still we send him our well wishes, so that he will feel very good and happy with new eyes, and have a good rest. And all these, the good deeds he has done will ripen to take care of him, protect him, bring him happiness, and also his wife, his family, and this place to be peaceful and happy. So send your well wishes or loving kindness right now to him, to his family, to this place. And also to your own families, to others who are practicing the Dharma, that they may be well and happy and realize the truth and the path in this life itself. And to those who are lost, may they too find the true way in this life itself. May all beings be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.